What's up, bros? What's happening? What's going on? Welcome back to another product spotlight. In this video, we are taking a look at Mackie's brand new subwoofer, the Mackie ThumpSub Go. Damn! That's a freaking mouthful. But it's finally here. We finally have a companion. We have the bigger brother to the wildly popular Mackie Thump Go. And yes, this is a battery-powered subwoofer. So in this video, we're gonna be taking a closer look at Mackie's brand new subwoofer, the Mackie ThumpSub Go. So this is a dual 8-inch battery-powered subwoofer that retails for $599.99. Out of the box, you'll get your manual, a power cable, and of course, your new subwoofer. Now, a few optional accessories that I recommend you also pick up are going to be the sub pole with the M20 mount so that you can mount the Mackie Thump right on top. By the way, you're not just limited to just using the Mackie Go. You can also use other speakers with it. I also do recommend that you also pick up the protective cover for transport. And of course, I also recommend you pick up an extra set of batteries. Trust me, these will come in handy. And speaking of batteries, this sub can hold 2 of them. Swapping them is super easy. Just take a coin or a screwdriver, loosen the screws, and remove the top. Each battery will give you about 6 hours of battery life. So with 2 installed, you're looking at up to 12 hours of playtime. Now, do keep in mind that your mileage will vary. That 12 hours isn't promised. Keep in mind that the louder you play, the lower the battery life. So it's ultimately gonna depend on how hard you're pushing these guys, whether or not you're gonna be able to achieve those 12 hours of playtime. Also, one thing to do keep in mind is since these batteries are replaceable, you can essentially keep these running all day long. Let's talk a little bit about the design of these speakers. Right off the bat, it's surprisingly slim and lightweight, especially for a subwoofer. It's about 10 inches wide, 23 inches tall, and about 22 inches deep. And it only weighs at around 42 pounds, which makes transport a breeze. The front of the speaker features a stunning black grille with Mackie's signature Running Man in the middle that is also rotatable. On the back, you'll find your on-off switch and power input, as well as the mixer panel, which includes a Bluetooth pairing button, battery life status LEDs for each battery with a meter chart on the bottom. You'll also find volume control, and for inputs, you have 2 XLR 1/4-inch combo jacks with 2 XLR outputs. You'll also find 4 buttons that trigger a high-pass mode, LED on-off button for the front LED lights, phase inversion button, and a stereo mono switch. Now, what's inside? Inside of the speaker, you'll find a 400-watt Class D amplifier with 2 8-inch low-frequency drivers capable of delivering 123 dBs of peak SPL with a frequency range of 32 Hz going all the way up to 152 Hz. All right, guys, so I have my speaker set up. As you guys can see, I have the sub here on the bottom, the Mackie Sub Go. And time for the most satisfying part of the evening. One thing that I wish they would have implemented is a way to synchronize all the speakers completely wireless. As of now, you can Bluetooth into your sub and to your top. However, that's redundant. There is no way of wirelessly linking your speaker to your sub or vice versa, your sub to your speaker. I would have loved like some sort of app or some way of connecting everything so that we can just send signal to one speaker and then that speaker sends that signal out to all the other. To link these speakers, you will still need an XLR. So I have a short XLR here and I'm gonna go from my top into my speaker and I'm gonna actually send the signal, the music signal from my phone into this little top and then send it down to the bottom to the sub so we can get a real test of what it sounds like. So I am coming right out of the speaker here. I'm going through the through and I'm coming down, nice little cable management here all the way into our sub. Now, one thing I will say, you can wirelessly connect 2 of your Mackie Thump Go's. I'm talking about the speaker, not the sub. You can wirelessly link them. And then what you can do is you can just send a signal on the other side. Let's say you have a full range system, a left and a right. You can just essentially tap into one system, link that system, send it over to the other speaker on the other side, and then you can just use a cable to go down from that speaker into the sub. So you can link the speakers, however, you can't link the sub. But I'm sure in future versions, they'll probably address this issue, and that's gonna be a sweet day when we can just kind of link everything without the need of any wires.
I can't play music like this out here. I'm gonna get a fine. Sorry.
No, you're good, you're good. I recently took this subwoofer out with me to a wedding to test out how it performs in a real world setting.
Testing 1, 2. All right, guys, we got everything set up. As you guys can see right behind me, we are ready to go. I got music playing. Speakers are chained. It's looking good. What do you guys think?
So we are all ready to go here in ceremony. Relatively big ceremony here today. We're expecting about 200 guests, and as you guys can see, I have my ThumpSub with my ThumpSub Go on top. I'm a little bit nervous, but I'm sure that these guys will get the job done. And again, we have 4 speakers, 200-person ceremony, and we're not going to be cranking it that much because, like I said, it's only a ceremony. It's not the actual wedding itself. So wish me luck. Here we go. Let me know what you guys think of our ceremony setup with the ThumpSub and the ThumpSub Go. I think it looks pretty clean. Let's do it.
By the trust vested in me, by you all here today, I now declare you joined in love. You now may kiss.
What'd you think about the speakers, bro? Sounded good?
It was good. It was really good. Really
Crisp,
good.
right?
Yeah.
So the $1 million question, should you pick up the Mackie ThumpSub Go? Right off the bat, if you have the Mackie Thump Go, my answer is 1000% yes. When you add the sub to the speaker, you're gonna be getting a fuller range sound system. You're gonna be getting a tighter kick. You're gonna be getting more headroom, and you're gonna be getting a overall better even sound. And like I mentioned earlier, you're not just limited to the Mackie Thump Go. A lot of these companies are making these portable battery powered speakers, but none of them are giving you the sub. And let's be honest, those speakers, they sound great. They have crystal clear highs, but one department that they're constantly lacking in because of their small form factor is the bass. So going in and adding a bass is definitely going to give you better sound and more headroom to play with. This subwoofer is tight, it's punchy, and it's clear even at higher volumes. Now, that's not to say this thing is perfect. As of the making of this video, you still are required to use XLRs to daisy chain your sub to your speaker, or vice versa, your speaker to your sub. I would have loved for Mackie to have implemented a way that all these speakers talk to each other. Let's say you have 2 subs and 2 speakers. I would have loved for them to have put in some sort of way, some sort of interface, maybe an app where everything just kind of synchronizes all together by just sending signal to one speaker. As of now, you still need to run XLRs. So in my opinion, that was a huge missed opportunity. And let's hope that Mackie in the future does add this feature. Another thing that I do want to mention, I just want to be completely real with you guys. This system is not going to replace your main PA system. If you're going to be using it for a ceremony or a cocktail speaker, if you're a wedding DJ like myself, this speaker is going to sound great. Or I should say this subwoofer is going to sound great. But that's not to say that you're going to be able to rock out a large event with these speakers. They're just not designed for that. They're designed for smaller scale events. In my opinion, this speaker system is going to be great as your ceremony or your cocktail speaker. If you're a live musician, think acoustic musicians, think mariachis, think karaoke DJs. This system is going to be great for that. And you can even use it for smaller events, smaller parties where you're not just looking to vibe out, but maybe later on in the evening, you want to crank it up, you want to feel the music a little bit and get a little bit of dancing going. This system is also going to be great for that. Think tailgates, think pool parties, think house parties, things of that nature.
For that, this speaker is going to absolutely shine. I think you guys are really gonna be impressed with this speaker, so I highly recommend that you check it out. If you want more information on the Mackie ThumpSub Go, I'm gonna leave some links down in the description of this video. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, please leave them in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video and found it helpful, please smash that like button. Be sure to subscribe if you're new around here, and don't forget to turn on that bell so that you can be notified next time we do another product spotlight. I'll catch y'all in my next one. Peace.